if you're not able to make the career change or get that next job, this video is going to add tremendous value in your life. So hear me out. Let me tell you a small story first. So there were two kings. They were on a war, and there was only one river between those two kingdoms. So what one king did was, he took all his warriors and put them on a boat and crossed that river, and he burned those boats. So now the warriors had only two options: one, either die fighting or win the war. They fought like 20 times with more passion when their life were on stake. In any war, life is on stake, but if that's the only option, it becomes much more powerful, right? So what can we do, or what can we learn from that strategy, right? The one of the best and the riskiest thing you could do is quit your current job, and now you don't have a job and you have to find a job, right? But that's very risky strategy. I don't recommend that to anybody. So what other things you could do which will create that momentum, which will actually make the career change which you are dreaming about since months or years, right? So I think one thing I noticed that a lot of people I talk to when they approach me for the coaching business or something, when I talk to them about what are their salary expectations, right? The number sometimes I see or I hear is almost half or like 60% of what an industry average is. So go online, Google the positions which you are looking for, how much they actually pay in your area or wherever you are looking for the job, right? Sometimes it's an eye-opening thing. I just talked to somebody who was making 60K, and the job where I searched for how much he can make, it was almost 130, so more than double. But he was comfortable wherever he was working, not knowing his actual worth. But after knowing that, now he can't work there. Like it becomes very difficult for him to keep working over there, right? So one thing is like, know your worth, see what actually people are paying for your kind of roles. Second thing is, sometimes we have this gym buddies. Like even though you want to go to gym, but if you go alone, you don't get the motivation. But if you have a partner who messages you at 6 p.m. every day in the evening, you kind of have to go with them, right? Or you kind of at least create momentum for each other, where you go to gym more compared to if you were just working on your own, right? So the same strategy you can apply. Find people who are looking for the job, who really want to make that career change, and have scheduled call with them every week or every month, wherever whatever time are possible for you. Third thing is, have an accountability partner. Career coaches comes in the picture, but I understand a lot of people cannot afford it. Although consider that, because career coaches has that expertise which can help you move in that next job or next career shift, which you cannot do on your own. Like I suck at driving, I suck at sports, I don't even know the rules for football, right? But what I know is how to get a job, right? So find somebody who has those skill set. Just spending time with them every week for a couple of months or a couple of weeks can change a drastic flow of momentum. And it doesn't have to be coach. If you cannot afford a coach, find a friend or a relative who has his career sorted out, right? But he needs to be willing to sit with you once a week and talk about your career and what you should do next. And fourth thing, I think I find it very powerful, but a lot of people are hesitant doing that. So let's say if you tell your spouse or your friends or your network who you hang out to the most, right? And if you just say out loud that, guys, I'm going to have a new job in 3 months, or I'm going to have a new job which makes XYZ in 3 months, announcing it, especially to your spouse, right? Like if you say, oh, in 3 months, I'm going to have this XYZ, I'll be making this much. And then even though you forget about it, every time you see them, it will remind you that, okay, if I don't do anything, or if I don't get that job, I will get that judgment from that other person. Or if your spouse is more vocal about it, he or she would pinch you about that, right? And it's a good thing, because don't see the short-term comfort that, okay, I'm comfortable, nobody's bugging me, pushing me to move forward and make that career change. But in a long run, that's a bad thing, right? You want to be in an environment, or you want to create an environment where you are across the river and you have to win that battle, right? So I hope one of this works for you. Good luck, and let me know if I can help. Please share with anybody who can get a value out of it. And thank you.